And what is going on here, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, you know we always work on a weekday as well. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG basketball, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, combining real sports talk and debate and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Basketball Association, the WNBA as well, and also some college hoops. We also have a couple of gamers who are playing NBA 2K26 for cash and prizes as we come to you here on the platforms of FTF Sports, Next Level Sports, Nested Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, and ESTV. It is the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG basketball, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. All right, we come inside here, folks. I'm literally seeing sports, ISG football, ISG college football, and of course, at the end of the week, it is always ISG basketball. It's good to be here as we talk the latest in the world of the NBA, WNBA, and also college hoops. As my guy, Dennis Guy, when I used to work down in Orlando, also play with the Magic and other teams, used to say, you got to leave it. We'll talk the latest in the world of the NBA, guys, and there's a lot going on in the National Basketball Association. We know, the draft is over. We know the Knicks won the title. We're not even close to training camp. Well, actually, we are. We're probably about a month away from NBA training camps in late September, so still a lot to cover on the National Basketball Association. How about James Harden staying with the Cavs, returning on a 3-year, $97 million deal, and also a big trade. Peyton Watson going from the Nuggets to the Cavs, and Max Strus going from the Cavs also to the Clippers, and also you look at other people like Dennis Schroeder in that 5-team deal going to the Hornets. So a lot going on the National Basketball Association. Shout out to the good people here, though, at Golf Zone Social. 3 locations. Where Brooklyn at? You got BK, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. It is a sports bar and an indoor golf lounge with 16 total bays, guys. We're talking about one huge VIP suite to the left over there, and 15 other bays, those simulators and those suites. It is where golf literally meets social. Indoor golf games, meaning unparalleled social engagement, folks. It's the best indoor golf experience that you'll find. You can play all of those. You can play video games on all of those simulators and those suites there. It is also a true experience. And folks, you can play some 240 courses. And it's more than just a bar, a sports bar or lounge. It's a bar, a sports bar, lounge, and an indoor restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. 3 locations, Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. All right, we're coming inside here, folks. As we talk the latest in the world of the NBA, got to bring in the co-host for the day. There is to the top left-hand corner of the screen. That is Nabat Swinburne. He's a writer for SI.com and other publications from Atlanta, currently trapping up there in those 3 rivers. It's the confluence, folks. It's the confluence. Those 3 rivers are kind, sir. Largest body of water to smallest body of water. Go real quick.
Ohio, Monongahela, Allegheny.
There it is. There it is. That boy good. That boy good. Hercules. Peace up, A-Town. She's in the A-Town. Andrew Richmond. What's the latest down there in Atlanta in about 10 seconds? What you got going on down there in the with you ATLians?
Still the A. It's hot. It's humid, but at least we got fall. Because it's too hot to go anywhere else,
You're going to fall out in a minute.
What's speaking of
Fall University.
Speaking of fallout, I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. What's been the fallout since NABJ has left town?
The fallout that's been there. Stephen A. going at people. And you know what? Stephen A. he had his proclivities. He wasn't wrong, but also NABJ wasn't wrong for saying what
good luck to everyone involved.
That's like a good championship fight, right? Yeah, styles make fights.
Be safe out there.
I know. We're not going to get into that. We're going to talk the latest world of the NBA. You guys ready to get this thing started?
Let's go.
All right, let's go with it. Let's take a look at the rundown down here. As we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. There are reports, guys, a big report, especially from ESPN. The NBA has no proof that Steve Ballmer, the owner of the Clippers, gave Kawhi money via sponsors. We'll talk about that. The Nets owner, speaking of ownership groups in the NBA, he is embarrassed, Joseph Tsai, by the Knicks title run just over the Brooklyn Bridge there across the East River. NBK will talk about that. There are also reports LeBron will live here in New York City while playing for the Sixers. Someone of his old teammates or former teammates has some thoughts on that. We'll see if you guys agree with it. Tyrese Halliburton, shocked his Indiana Pacers won't be playing on national TV during his return, so we'll get into all that. Karl Anthony Towns and Jordan Woods getting married this past weekend. We'll talk about that as well. Angel Reese and Sophie Cunningham got a little physical down there. Great Falls game. Maybe one of the games of the year so far. But everyone's talking about a foul that wasn't called. We'll show you the video and let you all decide. All right, let's talk the latest in the world of the NBA. Also got a couple gamers here playing for cash and prizes. No NBA games this weekend, so they get to choose between the topics that we're talking about and the subjects. So Jess Zyrell is our King of the Hill, our champion. He's playing with the Nets. A little lady, she is playing with the Sixers. Quick profiles of these two individuals. We'll start with the little lady. Ladies first. Wendy Fleming from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm not going to talk about her age. Financial services supervisor. She is a volunteer like me from the great state of Tennessee. USA basketball national team gold medalist, so she can definitely hoop. And man, she's one of the best on these sticks here. Zyrell is not lost in about 4 months here, but the closest he's come to losing has come at the hands of Wendy. Speaking of Zyrell, he's our king of the hill. There he is, Zyrell Revels. Can he kick it? Of course he can. He's from Columbus, Ohio, Ohio, 25 years of age. Used to worked for the Columbus Crew, now currently an airline ramp agent, 2K25 Playmakers Tournament finalist. So there they are. They're going to play here. Let's go ahead and get this thing started, guys. Let's start it right now. Play the game, and we'll talk the latest in the world of the NBA and that pregame show, folks. Brought to you by our good friends at Golf Zone Social right here. 3 locations: Brooklyn, West Nyack, and Scarsdale. Sports bar, indoor golf lounge with 16 total bays. Got those simulators and those suites. It is where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games meaning unparalleled social engagement. Folks, you play 240 courses. It is a true experience. They also... this is the home of your NFL fantasy draft parties as well at all 3 locations. So check them out. It's a bar, a sports bar, lounge, and a restaurant. All in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. All right, let's talk the latest in the world of the NBA. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Basketball. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. The only show combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking the latest in the world of the NBA, WNBA, and also college hoops. To the right of me, that is Tobias Warborn. He's a writer for SI.com and a bunch of other publications. Top right-hand corner of the screen, that is Andrew Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Middle of the screen on the right, got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes. Zyrell playing with Brooklyn. They're in the dark jerseys. Now tied the game up at 2 in the first quarter. A little lady, bottom of the screen. That's right, a little lady. She's a bad lady. A really good hooper on NBA 2K, playing with the Philadelphia Sixers. She got the ball here in the first quarter. All right, let's talk the latest in the world of the NBA, guys. And there are reports out there. The big report from ESPN. The NBA has no evidence that Steve Ballmer gave Kawhi. So basically, this is ESPN, which we should maybe report, but other people have reported on it. So the report came from ESPN that the NBA has no evidence that Steve Ballmer gave Kawhi money via sponsorships. We all know about aspiration and the investigation that the NBA had starting last September. So it's been around 11 months. Also new allegations. Daktronics, you know, the scoreboard company, they also allegedly, reportedly funneled some money to Kawhi through sponsorships as well. ESPN said they funneled the money for the cap circumvention as well. The NBA put out a statement saying it contained numerous and significant inaccuracies. ESPN came back after that and reported and responded by saying they stand by their report. Also, you read the report, it's weird. They're kind of negotiating a resolution into the investigation. How do you do that? How do you negotiate your own investigation with the subject? I don't know about that, but that's what's going on. That's the latest there. Looks like Steve Ballmer might slide here. We'll start with you first, Nabas. Your thoughts here. What do you think about this investigation, this report from ESPN?
All of this really sounds I'm trying to come up with the proper words that won't get me an FCC fine or want to annoy somebody or, you know, upset higher powers. But, Lord, it feels like, what they call it, malarkey? It just does.
Or they just call it bull.
Yeah, it just does not seem to pass the smell test of what we know about how the world works, as well as what we know about how this money seems to move. And if the NBA doesn't want to prove it, I guess they don't, which is what this is giving. Or I guess I can say it's giving, or the evidence seems to show otherwise what the NBA is trying to tell us to believe. And I get it. I understand. Personally, here's the thing. I'm not offended by this, because if they want to give that man who can't stay healthy all that money to play, then that's on them. And if they want to circumvent systems to do it, okay, fine. But you got caught. Like, I wouldn't care. I'm not trying to pocket watch, but you got caught. You clearly got caught. It is clearly out there for the world to see, and you're still trying to act like this ain't happening. Do you want me to believe you, or do you want me to believe my lying eyes?
You know we're seeing you right now.
Like, we can see you.
Right,
like,
right.
It's happening. You're doing it.
Right. It's like
But
the
we
kid.
can say that about a lot of America, though.
It's like when you're
Right.
playing with your children and they're like, you know what, like, Dad, I can see you. It's like, oh, okay, they've grown up finally. You know, I can't trick them anymore. Your thoughts here? 11-month investigation there, Andrew. All of this time and energy on the richest owner in all of American sports. That's what Steve Ballmer is. Look, man, they had some issues in the mid-2010s, right? Again, around 2019, 2020. This is not the first time the Clippers have been investigated or alleged to push the envelope trying to circumvent this cap. Well, what's going on here? Especially this aspiration, this company that $50 million, not even, they're defunct now?
The CIA saying that they found no relation between it and the crack trade doesn't mean that Gary Webb wasn't right, okay? Right now, Pablo Torre built up a case, tons of evidence. And unfortunately, this is something that we shouldn't be surprised, especially considering how long Adam Silver is.
Speaking of Pablo Torre, who's been the best, he's won awards for this.
Yes.
He even said he'd be surprised if Steve Ballmer has any sort of issues or punishment coming down the line. He's reporting the same thing.
Yeah, and we're not surprised by it because of the
They
way
don't want
that Adam
to.
Silver has sitting on this, because it seems that they don't want to, which is very strange to me, because I don't understand the point. I do understand the point, right? We talked about the fact that the second apron exists just because of ownership, but I don't see the point of going through the process of making a second apron and going through all this rigmarole to change the CBA if you're going to allow teams to pay teams players underneath the table in the first place. It doesn't make much sense to me.
How much money LeBron take?
Well, we don't know, but
How much
allegedly,
LeBron's
Kawhi's
contract with the
Oh, it's been a very he's been
2 years,
short.
$8 million. 2 years, $8
okay,
million.
so LeBron took the
Not
league
here.
minimum on paper, right?
Yes. Vet minimum is like 3.9. So yeah, basically yes.
Okay.
And we're gonna continue to see things like this.
I'm
right?
saying LeBron, who historically has chased every bag he could get,
Exactly.
all of a sudden is taking the league minimum.
We're going to talk
And-
about LeBron a little bit later, living here in New York.
I'm just saying.
But when it comes to
tons of cases we're
go
gonna
ahead and
see
finish,
with
Andrew. Let's Andrew
I'm sorry,
finish.
man,
Go ahead and
Yeah,
finish,
no,
Andrew.
but there are
When it
tons
comes
of
to
cases
Kawhi,
where
real
we are
quickly
gonna
though,
see-
it's alleged $28 million from aspiration that he got. Go ahead.
Alleged. We pretty much know, especially with the circumstantial evidence, that the alleged is looking a lot more real, but the NBA and Adam Silver don't want it to be real. I'm not sure why you go through the process of changing the CBA. I understand this is beneficial. The second tier is beneficial for some ownership, but at the same time, there are going to be some owners who actually make these shell companies to make sure that players can get paid too. So it's basically doing a whole bunch of dark money under the side to pay players the exact terms that we're supposed to do in the first place. At that point, why not be above water and actually be transparent with that? But unfortunately, Adam Silver seems like he is in pursuit of money for the owners. If it looks right when it comes to tanking, changing the rules, even though nobody really complained about that. But now there's actual clear cheating, and he doesn't care about the integrity of the game so much anymore. You're talking out of both sides of your neck right now, Adam, and it doesn't look good.
So you make your place more attractive.
How's my math, Andrew? Is it good?
I mean,
Yeah, at the
I mean-
period too, I'll do it for you.
I'm just saying, I have lived places
Sure, we all have. Yeah.
that I may have questioned me living there, other than the fact that I wanted to do the job I was doing. Okay.
Or as Deion Sanders says, they pay good.
Right. And they pay good. They play good. Hey, all that stuff. Hey, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing,
Real quick, we got to go.
Whoever wrote that statement for the Clippers probably makes $100,000 a year, maybe 120. And they had to write that statement to cover the tracks.
Yeah, if you're the marketing
someone-
director, you're definitely making six figures in that
or
organization.
the PR
absolutely.
person, like, or,
Right,
the,
yeah.
or the, you know,
Marketing,
sports
PR,
investor.
yep.
Right.
Communications,
You
yep.
probably make 120, maybe
Yeah.
130, maybe in LA.
And LA, maybe even more than that.
But also, you're not making Kawhi money, and you're definitely not making
Right,
his money.
right.
But yet, you have to write the statement of cover for this.
We're going to keep an eye on this. Once again, ESPN reporting the NBA has no evidence that
I'm
Steve
sure they
Ballmer, the owner of the Clippers, gave Kawhi money via the sponsors. We're talking about companies like Aspiration, who no longer exist, and Daktronics, alleged some $28 million that he got to sort of circumvent the cap And that's where all of this is going.
Hey, man, they can eliminate all this by not doing the cap. I'm sorry, I mean cut you off, Larry, but I do think
you're
they
not
can
wrong.
cut all this off. They're doing
interesting times now with Mark Walter, with the Lakers and the Dodgers. You look at some of that stuff, and we talked about this last week. What the first thing I said, Andrew, I'm like, there's reports, man, that he's being investigated by the feds.
Well,
and it's starting to come out now. And not only this, it's not only that, it's he's been paying a lot of those players like Shohei and some of these other players, Kyle and those other guys that they just signed. They got money down at the
Shohei
end.
Who got caught up in some?
Well, that's his people. Yes, exactly. But they deferred a lot of the money. And I'm like, wow,
hey,
why wouldn't he? So I don't have to pay it now. I might not even own this damn team.
He bought an NBA team like he flipped the house, like he
did.
Like he's an Atlanta scammer.
But that's how they treat these teams, though.
He treated a team like he's an Atlanta scammer, flipping the house off.
Well, not only that, the valuations of these teams are getting to such a level, one person can't own them. These teams are worth $10 to $15 billion. You know how many people are worth $10 to $15 billion? I don't know, like 20?
But they all know each other. And they all let each other do these.
So that's why you got, PE, private equity, and all these other, companies and things of that nature.
And then don't get me started how the current administration is involved in this.
Okay, we're not going to politic tonight, although you're not wrong. So we'll keep it moving. Keeping an eye on that NBA 2K game. All right. Zyro playing with the Nets. He's got a 4-point lead here, heading into the second half. First quarter brought to you by El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Authentic Mexican restaurant open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere, great affordable drinks. Guys, libations are definitely flowing happy hour. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Eastern libations are flowing, as we said. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. You can see the great costumes and the sombreros on those guys as well. DJs on the weekends, night nights on the weekends as well, and the beautiful patio as well. The Golden Eagle is landed right there in Bale, New Jersey. Online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. We're ISG Basketball. We're back after a quick timeout. Back here on ISG Basketball, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. The only show, folks, combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking the latest in the world, the NBA, WNBA, and also college hoops. Got my guys over here in the basketball morning, writer for SI.com. To the right of me there, to the right of him at the top, that is Andrew Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes while we talk the latest in the world, the NBA, WNBA, and college hoops. Zyro, bottom left-hand corner of the screen, playing with the Nets. No NBA games this weekend, so they get to choose between the teams and the topics and the subject we're talking about. He's our king of the hill, he's our champion. Play with the Nets. They're in the black uniforms. Ashley doing a great job here. Wendy, doing a great job here playing with the Sixers. She's in the white jersey. They're about 2 minutes to go, under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. All right, back to the NBA topics. Speaking of those Brooklyn Nets, where Brooklyn at? The Nets owner, quote unquote, embarrassed. Why is he embarrassed, you say? Well, apparently the Nets owner, which is Joseph Tsai. So Joe Tsai, embarrassed by the Knicks title. And he spoke recently with the Nets Daily, somebody that covers them. And he says, they basically, the Nets, they're still going to continue, doing what they do as far as, drafting and trying to build that way with the rebuild. They also talked about they want Brooklyn to basically draft off of the Knicks. Speaking of drafting off the Knicks tailwinds, basically to attract basically dormant fans. So basically, look, they went 20-62 last year, haven't been to the playoffs in 3 years, but they're sitting there, and he says his fans are irate, and he understands, and he's embarrassed that the Knicks won, but you're not changing your ways? Make that make sense to me, Andrew? Your thoughts here on the Nets owner being embarrassed, which he should be. Also, why are you going to continue this rebuild the way you are? And how the hell are you going to draft off the Knicks? I don't understand that.
There's only one basketball team in New York. All right. I know on paper there are two.
Yeah,
but when the Knicks won the championship,
they should be in New Jersey.
Say?
That's a whole nother story.
Yeah, but when the Knicks won the championship, what did they say? In 1950, this is the first time a team has won since the 1950s in New York playing basketball. What did all the fans, including fans from Brooklyn, say that they were riding and dying with? It wasn't the Brooklyn Nets. It was the New York Knicks. Forever, there has been a base in the New York population for the Knicks, and the Nets have been a jersey thing. Changing it, getting Jay-Z to come, getting the geriatric Celtic squad. I guess they're trying to do the same thing with the Knicks, right? The coattails of the Celtic squad. Let's do the same thing 20 years later and see if the same thing pops out. Obviously, it's not going to work well for them. I'm not sure why Joe Tsai feels embarrassed because of the way that he's managed the team. obviously you would hope that you taking the name of Brooklyn would give you some leeway in the fan base. But it's one thing to own a name. You have to basically own a culture. Getting JC for 5 seconds isn't going to do that. You need to actually attempt and try to build a fan base that's worth a darn. And having KD and Harden and Kyrie for a couple of years isn't enough to establish a very firm fan base in New York that has been there for generations of people. And unfortunately for him too, you're kind of punching above your weight, even trying to do it in such a city that has historically. It's not like the Giants. It's not like the Giants.
Jets. Yep. Or Rangers, Rangers and Islanders. You know, if you want to talk about the same city, I know New Jersey Devils are over the, over the river there. But Nabas, your thoughts here?
Even with Oakland and LA, you know, they have a lot of history in which there are a lot of people there who've been and supported that team. You're not going to have that soon unless you get a winning culture. And Joe Tsai has not built that there in New York.
Nabas, 3 straight seasons, no playoffs. Last time they were really relevant was when KD came here. I believe he signed here in 2019, right? Didn't play until late December, I think 2020. So the 2020-21 season, they had a nice little run. Remember, they were a foot away, a toe away, probably from going to the conference finals, and probably would have been a real threat there. And we saw how that all played. How did the Nets get back into this thing, man? Or is it? Are you like me? I don't see it. They had the youngest roster in the NBA last year, so that's your rebuild. Good luck.
I mean, today they're not a good organization. Today they're not.
Yesterday they were not, and tomorrow they're probably not going to be a good organization.
But here's the thing, though. Things change. I mean, no, I'm serious. Like in sports, that's the one thing about sport. That is the one thing. That's why we still watch. With all the rigmarole, with all the things that are weird in sport, what happens on that court still matters.
Sure.
And who knows? Maybe they get the right GM, maybe they get the right coach, maybe they get the right situation, and they start playing winning basketball again. He seems to be invested financially. I know he's going through, divorce and some other stuff. So who knows how that affects the money.
Liberty won a title a couple of years ago, so they've seen some successes.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like he's not. Hey man, if you're willing to spend money and you're in a market and they have that arena there, so now they're going to tear that arena down after all they went through to build an arena in Brooklyn. So they're going to figure out how to be good. At some point, they're going to be good. Yeah. Now, what he's saying right now sounds crazy, but also, hey, there was a point where
it's true. It's just the reaction to it. That's all.
But there was a point where there was a man who was a father of a pretty good tennis player who said he had another daughter who'd be better.
2. Had 2 of them. Yep, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
One coming behind her. Right.
And so at the time when you saw where
talking about Venus and Serena to be respectively, yes.
And then he
Serena
says, well, hey, my younger daughter's even better.
Right.
I'm saying, and so, it sounded crazy at the time until it wasn't.
Right.
And so maybe in some years it changes, but right now, this sounds ridiculous. Today, this sounds insane. But maybe
tomorrow,
a couple years,
it's going to sound insane. Next year, it's going to sound insane.
But we don't know that.
5 years, I don't know. I know next year's going to sound insane. I know that.
Yeah, but
they won 20 games last year. They're still the youngest team in the NBA. They ain't going to get any better. Now they got Julius Randle. So we'll see. We'll see. They got my guy Michael Brown from Louisville, first-round pick. Yep.
The question for them is honestly, I believe in his ability to turn it around. We talk about the Liberty. I think it's about how long are you going to stay in that area in order to see if you can turn it around, because they're already soft launching talks about probably going back to New Jersey. But then you do have the Liberty who
they're not talking about that. That's the New Jersey governor. I'm with you, Mikey Sherrill. Bring him back to Jersey.
I mean, but they spent a lot of money in all the effort in that arena.
Because can he honestly get over the embarrassment of the Knicks in New York in the amount of time that he has, or he's going to be given in that city? You don't know. I think at this point, it's much safer to say stick to the Liberty and see what happens, but depends on how long you can stay in Brooklyn itself.
We got to go. My thing is, I love you, Joe. Keep doing your thing. I understand. I would be embarrassed. I understand the irritation with you and the fans. It's just this part here, guys, that they're going to go and draft off the Knicks tailwinds to attract dormant fans. I'm like, what?
Maybe we can't
It's the same thing they did with the Celtics. That's dumb.
And then in the same sentence, he says, "This changes nothing about our rebuild." What? No, you're a smart guy, Joe. You're smart.
But also, here's the thing.
All right, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Owners
10
are
seconds.
making
Go.
money.
Uh-huh.
They're not necessarily smart at talking.
Fair enough. All right, fair enough. That was still crazy. All right, Joe, good luck to you guys at the Nets. And you know what? I'm still going to come support you guys. I want to see you guys win. All right, keeping an eye on this NBA 2K game. They've got an 8-point lead here. Late stages of the game here. Looks like our King of the Hill is going to get this win. The second quarter brought to our good friends at Tottenville Bagels. 3 locations. You got one in Amboy Road in Staten Island. Also Bayonne, New Jersey, or this location is, and also in Avenel, New Jersey. A bagel born from tradition. Hand-rolled bagels. Each one is crafted using time-honored techniques and, of course, that signature ingredients there. Popular bagel stores in Staten Island, Shaolin, as the kids like to call it, and all over the Garden State of New Jersey. Not only are they known for their fresh hand-rolled bagels, but they're also known for the wide variety of breakfast and lunch sandwiches. They got burgers, chopped cheese, cheesesteaks, deli sandwiches, pancakes, waffles, and French toast. Love the French toast. Many bagels there. Cinnamon raisin is my go-to. The French toast bagel is slamming with the honey. The hot honey butter on there as well. Also, fresh bagels made daily right there on location. Check them out online. TottenvilleBagels.com. 3 locations, Staten Island, Bayonne, and Avenel, New Jersey. More ISG basketball. We're back after a quick timeout. Welcome back here to ISG Basketball. We're powered by Uno Pizza Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, the intersection of sports and gaming, the only show combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking latest in the world of the NBA. The gaming is about to be over. King of the Hill looks like he's going to hold on. He's up by 5 with about 6 seconds to go. Got Nabas Wilborn, a writer for SI.com, middle of the screen at the bottom, and Andrew Richmond. She's a sports reporter also in the middle in Atlanta. Zyrell, King of the Hill, playing with the Nets in the black jerseys. Lil Lady playing with the Sixers in the white jerseys. All right, guys, speaking of those Sixers, how about LeBron James? I guess reportedly going to live in New York City, right? That's what they're saying. Going to live in New York City while playing, not for the Knicks, but for the Sixers. Yeah, that's 2 states away, guys. Jersey, and then you got to get into Pennsylvania. But so that's the talk there. Gonna play and like take a helicopter as well to get to work there for practices and games. One of his former teammates had an idea, a novel idea. He said, LeBron, how about you just live in Philly? Trust me, you're going to like it. Here's one of his former teammates, Pat Beverly. He said LeBron would enjoy being on the Sixers more if he lived and experienced Philadelphia. Let's take a listen to Pat Bev on his podcast. Here's Pat Bev talking about LeBron and staying in Philly and living there while playing for the Sixers. Take a listen.
LeBron, I ain't telling you know what I'm saying, but you would appreciate it more. Live in Philly. You got to bring them what they want. Philly is known for like having its players' backs. They one thing about Philly I've noticed too, they know the game of basketball. They're just not like fans that just they don't come late. It ain't gonna be the LA vibes. They go be there doing the warm-ups. Right. So but they vibing. They gonna be behind you. I'm telling you, like I still got Philly love. So shout out to Philly. But expectations. They go expect you to win a championship.
All right, so that was Pat Bev there talking about LeBron James. Of course, there's reports LeBron will live in New York City and take a helicopter, get to the chopper, take a helicopter from Manhattan down to Philadelphia. I believe it's like a 45-minute ride, so a little less than an hour to get down to Philadelphia while he's playing with the Sixers. LeBron, he said, look, Pat Bev said LeBron would enjoy it more if he lived in Philly. Pat Bev played in Philly his last year in the NBA, I believe 2023, 2024. So a couple of years ago. He lived in Old City as well, which is a neighborhood there in the Delaware River. What does they say? It's the most historic mile or something like that. Is their nickname or something like that in Philadelphia. So, I don't know if LeBron could live in Philly. Could you imagine LeBron walking outside in the middle of downtown Philly? That's like when I lived in Boston, or I think Tom Brady lived in like Cambridge or something like that. Could you imagine Tom Brady just walking in the middle of downtown Boston? I don't know about that. We'll see. Yeah, no, Tom. I'm a receiver. I live in Dorchester. Your thoughts here, Andrea, about LeBron living in Philly? Look, he got the money. He can definitely fly and take the chopper down to Philly from New York City. Is that even going to happen? I guess that's the reports, and right now no one's refuting it so far.
Okay. I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little bit stitious, and I don't like my NBA franchise player in particular, riding in a helicopter. I'm still scarred from that. So good luck for him. I hope everything works out, but I don't think all of this is necessary. I know that LeBron wants to maximize his branding, right? He's LeBron James. He's not anybody. He's somebody who can make a lot of money, especially in bigger markets, right? And he made a lot of money in LA. Unfortunately, the Knicks just won, so it would look weird if he were to go to the
They didn't
Knicks.
stop him from making money in Cleveland.
They didn't, honestly, and he was the entire offensive engine there. $1
He was the
billion
whole
revenue.
economy. Exactly.
Yes, $1 billion revenue just by him being there, he was able to generate that. But I think that he wants to maximize his branding by going and living in New York. If he's splitting so much time between New York and Philly, is it really worth that? And it's really maximizing it? That's my question to me. Obviously, he makes a lot of money. So maybe he knows what he's talking about. Maybe he's able to make this work. The commute isn't that bad for him. I think it would be very exhausting to go back and forth. It's not to say that your family is there in NYC. That would be a little bit different dynamic. It's just branding opportunities. And so I feel like if you're in Philly, it's basically the same thing. But it's LeBron James. Obviously, his brand power and his people know how to navigate that better. And probably the opportunity cost makes sense to go all the way to NYC.
Nabas, is this really going to work? Flying to Philadelphia, 41 games, that's at least for half your home games, and probably another, I don't know, dozen, 15, 20 practices, maybe 10 to 15. So you're looking at least 50 to 60 trips down to Philly.
I mean, yeah.
Round trip.
I mean, here's the thing.
Throughout the course of about, I don't know, 5-6 months.
So the Sixers.
Well, hell, you got to include training camp, right? Is he going to stay?
No. Where is the Sixers practice facility?
It's in New Jersey. It's right over the river. It's in Camden. I mean, come on. Yes.
No, I'm saying, but
yes.
So the Philadelphia 76ers
Sure.
basketball team spends the majority of its time.
But the arena's in Philadelphia. But go ahead.
I ain't asked you where the arena was.
Right.
I asked you where they spend the majority of their time.
Gotcha.
In Camden, New Jersey.
But we're talking about what? Philadelphia and Camden about 5 miles apart?
But
what are we talking about?
It's another state, though, right? Is it not?
Yeah, but I mean, it's minuscule, bro. I live in Bayonne, New Jersey, and I'm like 5 minutes from the Holland Tunnel.
Okay, and so how far is NYC from Camden?
45 minutes is the same.
Okay, so if he's going from Camden to, I'm just saying, because you're saying you're acting.
You're not
like
making any sense.
No, I'm saying, but you're
it's taking a helicopter 45 minutes in the air every day. That's the problem.
Okay, but what I'm saying is though,
you can fly 45 minutes to another part of New York State and still be in New York State.
I mean, but these players
and fly to Albany or whatever.
Right, and so now we're getting the very complicated tri-state stuff that gets to a whole nother place that, again, apparently people up there figure out. So, I don't know. Young Yankees will figure it out, whatever. They'll be fine. Instead of living in a place like the South where you live near the practice facility and everything makes sense. But, hey, brothers got to live where they live to do what they do. So, he'll make it work there. Y'all don't like it if he wins, and if he don't, whatever.
So do you agree with Pat Beverly and his advice to LeBron, which is stay in Philly? Find a place in Philly.
I don't agree with much Pat Beverly says these days. So
Pat Beverly ain't wrong. He ain't wrong in this one. Now, he did say, look, I'm not trying to tell a grown man what to do. I agree with Pat Beverly on that. Right.
Yes.
He was LeBron's teammate, though. Remember when he joined the Lakers? He's like, what's it like playing with AD and LeBron? He's like, well, they get to play with me. See, that's Pat Beverly.
And how far is that? Well, anyway.
Next 5 years are mine, Steph Curry. Yeah, Patrick Beverly is definitely not LeBron, so he doesn't have much of a weight in all of these things.
And Pat Beverly looks more like a Philly dude than
yeah, no, 45 minutes away. A lot of us, especially in America, have much longer commutes. So for LeBron, this is just like being stuck in traffic for him.
It is. I spent a lot of time in Connecticut. I play baseball up there. CBS Sports Digital is up there. So I got to go through 2 states. And sometimes it can take me. And it's not far. It's like 45. It's like 45 miles. It's not far at all. It can take me 2 to 3 hours sometimes.
I mean, the Rangers, the New York Rangers practice facility is far out. The New Jersey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Knicks are in like Terrytown. Yeah. Westchester. Yeah.
It's a lot. People figure these things out.
Sure.
And I guess that's the benefit of living
Okay.
in places where you have a tri-state situation.
Right.
You know.
So you guys got no problem with this. So what?
Whatever. They'll figure it out.
I don't care about the travel. I care about the helicopter. That makes me nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
That's part of it. That's part of living 2 states away.
So
Take the megabus, Kevin says.
So driving in a car is better?
Yeah.
I mean,
The megabus, right?
Actually, statistically speaking, no, I'm not gonna be.
You can probably if LeBron really wants to save money, he can probably find a $5 ticket on the megabus on some occasions. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
If he can't handle Philly people, like how can he handle megabus people? Okay.
All right.
Hey, man, have you ever been on a megabus?
I have not, and I'm not ever going to. Oh, God
they're
willing.
characters, man. Characters.
Hey,
I know.
man.
I pick people up from the megabus and Greyhound, but yeah, I'm not good. Maybe we should do a road show, the ISG road show, right across America, dude.
ISG megabusing across America.
I'm not gonna be on a megabus.
We gotta go. I gotta get these other stories in, man. All right, so LeBron will report that he's gonna live in New York City, take a helicopter and travel to the Sixers practices and the game, some 45 minutes away. We'll see about that. That's the report out there. We don't know if that's going to be the case, but we'll keep an eye on that. Going to be fascinating. That's one of the things I'm going to be looking at next month when they start training camp. Is there going to be choppers leaving off those piers there in Manhattan? Now, the NBA 2K game is over. Our King of the Hill gets to win playing with the Nets over the Sixers. That third quarter brought to you by our good friends at Fine Curate, located in Bayonne, New Jersey, 920 Broadway Avenue. Open 5 days a week, Wednesday through Sunday. Now, Wednesday through Saturday, 12 to 8 p.m. Eastern. On Sundays, noon to 6 p.m. Eastern. You can buy, you can sell, you can trade, and they're always buying, folks. Available in-store and online now. You can check them out on Whatnot. Look at that. Hundreds of pairs of sneakers. Actually, thousands of pairs. I think he's got like 2,000 or 3,000 pairs of sneakers for you guys to sort through and find. At Fine Curate, they don't only curate your outfits, but they also show you how those outfits would look. They also have a large selection of sneakers. We just talked about it. Jordans, Nikes, Adidas, New Balance, Puma, Reeboks. They've got them all. And many options as well, clothing articles and streetwear as well. Thousands of our items there as well. Check them out online on Whatnot. Shout out to the owner there. That's my guy. Anthony. So check them out. Open 5 days a week, Wednesday through Saturday, 12 to 8 p.m. Eastern. On Sundays, 12 to 6 p.m. Eastern. More ISG basketball. We're back. Don't forget, use the promo code ISG10 to save $10 off your purchase. Once again, promo code ISG10 to save $10 off your purchase. More ISG basketball. We're back after a quick timeout. Welcome back here to ISG Basketball. We're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. The only show, the intersection of sports gaming, the only show combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. The gaming is over. King of the Hill playing with the Nets gets the win over the Challenger. A little lady playing with the Sixers. They got to pick the teams because there's no NBA games playing with those teams. That the topics and subjects that we're talking about. Got my guys here with me. Tobias Wilborn, top right-hand corner of the screen. A writer for SI.com, bottom right-hand corner of the screen. That is Andrew Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NBA topics. There you can see got my guy there. There's Tyrese Halliburton. Says he was sort of surprised when the NBA schedule came out that his team, the Indiana Pacers, weren't on national TV their first game when he makes his return. Of course, you know, Tyrese tore his Achilles last summer playing in the NBA Finals against those Oklahoma City Thunder back in 2025. So let's listen to Tyrese Halliburton talking about being shocked that his return, first game out the chute, playing with the Indiana Pacers, not on national TV, but he kind of answered his own question because it's the opponent. That's part of the reason why they're playing. I'm not going to get to the other part. I'll talk about that on the other side. Here's Tyrese Halliburton, the Halliban, on why he was shocked they're not going to be on national TV that first game come at the end of October. Take a listen.
Name any other person that you compare to my level of a basketball player, wherever you have me ranked. If they tore their Achilles and missed 16 months, do you think that game would be on national television?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably think so?
Sure.
Yeah. Do you think that game would be at home if not on national television?
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think that game would be at New Orleans?
Wait, what?
Oh, your first game? Oh, that's crazy.
No, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
When I saw schedule, I was like, oh, wow. Not shout Trey Murphy, love my boy Trey. Love New Orleans, but I was shocked to see that. But we move on.
All right, so that was Tyrese right there. You heard him. He was basically shocked that they're going to be opening up the season. During his return, of course, he tore his Achilles last June, 2025, Game 7 of that NBA Finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hasn't played since then. So you look at the timetable, going to come back at the end of October. So more than 16 months, guys. He's going to be out since the last time he played. They open up the season Wednesday, October 21st at the New Orleans Pelicans. That is the reason why they're not on national TV, part of that. He talked about that on that podcast. Numbers on the Board podcast. I want to give them a shout out there. Numbers on the Board podcast, the podcast he was on, talking about his return. Your thoughts here, Andrea, on Halliburton being a little shocked. Look, a player of his caliber, an Olympian, means you're one of the top 15 players, 20 players in the NBA. Probably should be, but it is a Wednesday night. Not against the New Orleans Pelicans, man. I think that probably did him in. Your thoughts here, Andrew? Or
Yeah, and I'm somebody who
look at the Indiana Pacers. I think they'll have like 10 or 11 games on national TV next year anyway.
I think that might be a little bit crazy. They're one of the more intriguing teams when it comes to league pass situation. Halliburton was able to carry this team in such a big way. Obviously, they traded some players in that last offseason, but I think that Indiana can bounce back interestingly and make things spicy. That being said, I like New Orleans. I really do. I really think that Derek Queen is going to be good. Jeremiah Fears looks great. Trey Mann
from Oklahoma.
They have some great pieces without even getting to the Zion of it all. Unfortunately,
Trey Murphy.
Who else are they competing against? Giannis and the Heat going against Minnesota and LaMelo, who just ended up going to that team. So I think that for sure that is a better squad going against each other. You also have the Warriors going against the Lakers. So that's Luka and Steph. You're not going to beat that. You have Donovan Mitchell going against the 76ers.
Wednesday, October 21st?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have
opening night is that Tuesday on the 20th, and with those 3 games. But go ahead. Yep.
Well, yeah, you have a lot of other teams, is what I'm saying. The opening week has a lot better matchups. You also have what?
But specifically on that Wednesday, specifically on that Wednesday, that's why I said October 21st, that Wednesday, not Tuesday the 20th, and not Friday, which would be the 23rd.
Okay,
I think all those teams are better. I think all those teams are better, and all those matchups are better too. Okay. I think the only thing that's more intriguing, you can ask, maybe the Lakers and the Warriors aren't necessarily better, but that being said, they have the branding power. So the networks want that. That's what the networks want. It's why the Cowboys always play on Thanksgiving. You know what it is.
I mean, I'm not saying, by the way, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, what are we counting? What are we factoring in? You know what I'm saying?
I think you got to factor in all of it. Indiana's not a big market. I don't think.
Yeah, I get it, but
they don't have the appeal like that. They're only on national TV 10 or 11 times this year. That's it.
Hey, but Golden State wasn't for a long time until we decided they were. I mean, think about. But
we're gonna see them like 35 times on national TV.
Now? I'm saying, but we decided that, and we've decided.
No, we didn't decide that. They earned it.
No,
Steph decided that.
But have they earned it now? Have they earned it in the last 5 years?
Steph Curry's still an Olympian.
In the last 5 years,
Steph Curry is still an Olympian. Won that gold medal game. Those big.
Halliburton's an Olympian. Okay, I hear y'all.
An Olympian who didn't play. I love Halliburton. I'm just saying, it's not apples. It's apples to oranges, not apples to apples, though. You know.
Yeah, in my opinion, the Warriors versus Lakers are 2 teams who are trending downward. Versus you have Indiana and the Pelicans who are trending upward. That being said,
say that one more time. Say the 2 teams once again. Who's playing?
New Orleans and the Pacers. Unfortunately, that's the market size versus San Francisco and LA.
But if you want it to grow, then put your other teams up there. Because otherwise it'll never grow if you just keep going by the same things.
Memphis versus Sacramento. Does that move you?
It depends on who's on the team, but again,
not Memphis at all.
Memphis versus Sacramento. Are you gay? Milwaukee versus Sacramento.
Now wait a minute. Now, if you told me Memphis versus Sac maybe a couple years ago, also I think some of this comes down to: are we talking about ball? Or are we talking about ratings? And we talk about popularity and you can't though because
and I like Tyrese and I like Pascal Siakam as well, but you guys are playing New Orleans and you're still freaking Indiana.
That could be a good ball game though.
Dude, they played in one
I
of the
think the
lowest rated
Pelicans are
NBA
gonna be
finals
very
of all
good.
time.
Yeah,
Just 2 years ago.
But you're talking about ratings. We're not talking about the actual.
Well, that's part of it. I'm not saying it's the end all, but that is part
No,
of
I'm
it.
not saying.
But
It's not
what
right or
about
wrong.
this show that we talked about early on
Okay,
makes
we're
you
gonna
feel that Adam Silver cares about anything else but the money, man? He's shameless. He is so shameless. He doesn't care.
Right,
It's
right.
all about ratings to him.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, I agree, Tyrese. You are a star. You are
Yes.
a box office. I think you're a fabulous player. But you also play in Indiana, and you guys are on the road at New Orleans on a Wednesday night.
And his story,
Yeah,
we're covering
I don't
him
know.
for Shingles. He has a great
Probably
story, too.
not. Probably not. Now, if it's Indiana at Philly or Indiana home to Boston or Indiana home to Miami or something like that, we can talk. At New Orleans, I think that killed it right there. He said it. He answered his own question, and he's not wrong on that. All right, we'll take a quick timeout, guys, this last one. But it was interesting. It was good to hear his thoughts and get you guys' thoughts on Indiana. Once again, Wednesday, October 21st, Indiana at New Orleans. At fourth quarter, brought to you by good friends at 902 Brewing Company, located in Jersey City, 101 Pacific Avenue, a craft brewery there producing ales and lagers. Got about 20 different varieties of ales and lagers. Handcrafted beers with the best atmosphere. Curated good times made right there in Jersey City. Got a spacious tap room. They host a variety of events there. And they also have the beautiful rooftop, guys. It overlooks Lower Manhattan, the Hudson River, and, of course, the World Trade Center. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. More ISG basketball. Last segment coming up after this quick timeout. All right, we're back here on ISG Basketball. We're powered by Uno Pizza Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. The only show, guys, combining real sports and gaming at the exact same time. Gaming is our King of the Hill gets to win. Plymouth the Nets over the Challenger. Plymouth the Sixers got in the basketball. We're writer for SI.com. Andrew Richmond, she's a sports reporter in Atlanta. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports. We're going to talk the latest in the world of the NBA. Been talking the latest in the world of the NBA, WNBA, and also college hoops. Guys, back to the NBA topics here. We got about 4 to 5 minutes max here. Karl Anthony Towns, you see this, guys? This is exciting. At a nice, beautiful wedding there with his fiance, now his wife there, Jordan Woods. Last weekend in Malibu, they got married with those ocean views as well. Had his Knicks teammates is there. It was a black tie event. So basically, Karl Anthony Towns, Cat, got his second ring this summer. 1-1 with the Knicks when they won the NBA championship first time since 1973. And also married his wife there, Jordan Woods. So you guys' thoughts here? You got about 1 minute. I'll jump in. Start with you, Andrew.
I love, man. Cat has been through so much, so incredibly much throughout his career, throughout his life. So I like him being able to not just have a moment of happiness, but a whole summer of happiness. He's been slandered. He's gone through some terrible issues that no one should go through. So if anybody deserves happiness, it's definitely him. And Jordan seems so supportive, so down to earth. I'm glad that they're having their moment.
Nabas, your thoughts here? The two newlyweds there, looking good.
Hey, I'm going to be more specific. I love seeing a black NBA player marrying a black woman. I know people get weird about it. I know people act like this is rare, but it's really
It's not rare. Love is love. It's not rare.
I mean, because again, the majority of black
Nobody
men,
cares who you love.
the majority of black men marry black women the same way they do in the NBA, same way they do in the real world. But we do need to point this out in a world where people swear the league is full of biracial dudes named Jaden. And it's just not true. Or Jalen or whatever. And it's just not true. Shout out to Cat, shout out to Jordan, and shout out to Black Love winning.
Sure. And Timothy Chalamet was there. Some of her, the Kardashians was there as well.
Hey,
so it was nice.
Black Love. Black Love.
Which one was there? Kylie or I don't know. Who's Timothy
Yeah, they had a lot
Chalamet?
of white people, but Black Love.
So yeah, Kylie Jenner, whatever. I don't know. All right, real quickly, let's show WNBA. We got like 1 or 2 minutes here, guys. Y'all see this? Angel Reese and Sophie Cunningham. A lot of people got some issues with this. Andrew, we're going to start with you. This was Sunday's game, State Farm Arena, right there in Atlanta. Dream had an 18-point lead. They blew it, lost in overtime to the Fever there. But you look at this rebound and the positioning there. A lot of people thought that Angel pushed her. She really didn't. Gave her a little bit of a hit check, but they were battling for positioning there. Didn't really push her with 2 hands, maybe a little bit with the elbow. Did she fly? If you look at the wide cop, it looks like she kind of took a dive, or did Angel push her? Your thoughts here? There's a lot of commentary on this. I'm like it was a no call, no foul was called, and that's how it should have been. Your thoughts here?
I feel like most people who are making outrage don't even watch basketball, let alone WNBA basketball, which is way more physical than the NBA counterparts. This is a non-issue.
I mean, look
Sophie
at her.
Cunningham.
She added a little bit on when she kind of.
Guess what? Angel plays tough.
No, look at her. It's the jump at the end when she goes down. She jumps. Sophie, I see you, girl. You're the enforcer,
no,
Sophie.
Sophie likes to act like she plays tough, but she really doesn't play tough. She is not as tough. She is. Her chain is fake. Her chain is fake. So I support Angel Reese in the dream. I don't like Sophie Cunningham. There's plenty of reason why I don't.
Oh, she dives out every time. It's like, oh man. Nabash, you got like 20 seconds.
Hey man,
your thoughts are on the commentary.
Atlanta athletes have always had struggle. I'm rooting for Angel Reese to change the curse of Atlanta athletics over the 60 years that sports have been in Atlanta. Both male, female, it don't matter. Gender, sexuality, Atlanta sports teams find ways to lose, but Angel's trying to break the curse. So she is a chain breaker, and I root for her, and I love that black woman there.
Yep. No foul call there, Andrea.
Once again, care about it. It's okay.
Andrea, the more I look at him, like, Sophie, come on.
Sophie acts like her chain is
acting like she's not that action, but she ain't not that light.
She's not. Just because you beat up on JC Sheldon doesn't mean they can beat up on everybody else.
Right.
Everybody loves a Chrysler until a Phantom shows up.
But that was funny when she did the point me. I'm gonna give her that. That was
very caring.
That was funny. All right, let's go ahead and move on. Let's go ahead and bring in not a Karen, but a tough guy. At least he thinks he is. Zyrell Revels moves on, our King of the Hill. You can unmute. Zyrell, every time you play a little lady, it's a little hairy there, and then it seems like you always pull away, man, and get like a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-point win every single time, bro.
Yeah, man. Well, today it was just shoot it. You know who I had on my team, so I just had to just shoot it.
Who do you have? You have the freaking Nets. Oh, MPJ. Michael Porter Jr. Okay.
Just shoot them.
Or Dioman, he's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I mean, we don't worry about the other ones. We don't care about the rest of them. We got MPJ.
All right. We'll worry about you next week, man. The King of the Hill. You move on. So we'll see you next week. You guys want to be like not MPJ. Yeah, you've been in the NBA. You want to be like Zyrell or a little lady? You can sign up now. All online, ages 13 up, and win cash and other prizes. Weekly King of the Hill format. You can join us now. TheISGShow.com/NBA2K. TheISGShow.com/NBA2K. Got plenty of swag, hoodies, long sleeve tees, and t-shirts. Merchandise. The shop is open 24 hours a day, exclusively at TheISGShow.com/shop. TheISGShow.com/shop. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here, guys. This postgame show brought to you by our good friends at Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Invented deep dish back in 1943. 100 locations in some 20 states. They serve more than pizza. Got pasta, steak, seafood, burgers, and more. Craft beers, great cocktails, and vegetarian dishes as well. Check them out online, unos.com. And now we will get out of here. For Zyrell, King of the Hill, we'll see him next week. Andrew Richmond, she's a sports reporter down in Atlanta. Peace up, A down. And Nabash Wilborn, it's the Confluence, folks. It's the Confluence. He's there in those three rivers. He's a writer for SI.com and other publications. Well, they're really CBS Sports. We'll see you next week. Enjoy more of the drama in the NBA. Thanks for watching on the platforms of FTF Sports, Next Level Sports, and that's an 18 of Bean Sports Channel and ESTV. See you next week, guys. Bye-bye.